Hi everybody, this is John from USA London. Welcome back and thanks for watching. If it's your first time on my channel, as always, welcome. Today I have another video for you guys. Today's video is how to fill up Form N-400 application for naturalization from part 5 to part 9. If it's something you want to know, just stay tuned and I'll be right back.
USA Monde. Okay, guys. Today we're gonna continue our N400 application tutorial with part 5. Because last time we left off at part 4, so today we're gonna start with part 5. So part 5 is information about your residence. So basically, any place you live on during the past 5 years, then you have to list those address. Okay, so you start with the current address. You put your current address and you work backward. Okay, so let's say your current address, you live there from maybe 2017 till now to present. Then that's the one you're gonna provide first, and then you're gonna move backward, like maybe 2016 to 2017, 2015 to 2016, all that. So if you need additional information, you need space for additional information, you can go down to part 11 to use on that extra space. So on A over here is a current physical address. That's where you put your address, your street number, and the address on the city or town, the country, the state, the zip code. Okay. Then if you live outside United States, of course you're gonna provide like province or region, okay, on a postal code, because on US address don't use postal code, but we use a zip code, and then the country as well, and then you put a date from when to when you live on that address, basically from which day to what day you live on that address, okay, and then you put your mailing address. So if your mailing address is different than your physical address, then you're gonna provide your mailing address as well. So your mailing address is gonna be the second one, okay? So you're gonna do that. Let's say you live on 10 different places in the past 5 years, you have to provide all those information. You have to. So we scroll down, and then once you so basically the part 5 is about your residence information. So you do that and provide information about all the addresses. And then we go from there, we're gonna move to part 6, and part 6 is information about your parents. So if your parents are US citizen, then you provide information about them. But if they are not US citizen, then you don't have to provide any information about them. As over here, as you can see on part 6 number 1, were your parents married before your 18th birthday? If it's yes, you check yes. If it's no, you check no. Basically, uh, if they asking you if your parents were married before you turned 18. So if it's the case, you check yes. If it's no, you check no. So over here, information about your mom. So is your mom a U.S. citizen? If your mom is US citizen, then you have to check yes and provide information about your mom. If no, you check no, and then you're gonna move to item number 3, which is information about your father, I believe. So if your mom is a US citizen, then you're gonna provide her legal last name, her first name, her middle name, her country of birth, her date of birth, and the date she became a U.S. citizen, and then her alien number if there is one. Okay, it should be one. And then, but if it's no, then you're gonna move to information about your dad. Is your father a U.S. citizen? If it's yes, you check yes. If it's no, you check no. So if it's yes, then you're gonna provide his information. Okay, just like your mom information. If it's no, then you're gonna move to part 7. So part 7 is basically is biographic information. So this is where you're gonna provide information they can use for your background check. Okay. So on one is on ethnicity. So you have to check which ethnicity you are. You check the appropriate box for those. The number 2 is race. You check the appropriate box for those as well. Number 3, your height, your weight. You provide those information. Number five is eye color. Then you check the appropriate box. And then number six is hair color. You check the appropriate box, the correct box. Um, and then from there you're gonna move to part eight. So part A is information about your employment and school you attend. So this is where you're gonna provide information about your employment, where you work in the last 5 years, or which school you went to in the last 5 years. So you start with the current one, okay? So let's say currently you work at Bank of America, okay? Then your employer gonna be Bank of America. Or if you currently you're going to school, like let's say University of New York, whatever, you put University of New York, then you put the address, or the city or town, the state, the zip code. So if it's outside United States, if you during the past 5 years you've been outside United States of America and you went to school and study outside the country, stuff like that, you're gonna provide all those information. So one thing you have to know, if you are if you have to provide every information. Like if they ask you for your employer information for the last 5 years, it's not just here in United States of America, it's here or outside the country, okay? So make sure you provide all those information, and then the date, from which date to what date you work there, and then your occupation. Let's say you're a teacher, occupation, you can select the drop down button to choose on which is like audio, video, technology, whatever you choose, the correct one, okay? And then from there we're gonna employer two move to employer two, or school number two. We provide those information as well. Then on employer three, then if you need more space to provide more information, like I say, just go scroll down to part 11, where you can find extra sheets to provide more detail. And then from there we're gonna move to part nine. So part nine is basically time outside the United States of America. So you have to provide information about your trip. Any trip um outside United States of America, you have to provide those information about those trip. So over here on one, how many total days, 24 hours or longer, did you spend outside the United States during the last 5 years? So if you travel outside the country, how many days you stay outside the country? We're gonna provide the days over here. Over here, how many trips? Let's say you spend like 20 days. You just put 20 here. If it's 30 days, put 30. On number two, I ask you how many trips of 24 hours or longer have you taken outside the United States during the last 5 years? So if it's two trips or three trips, then you provide the number right here. On three, list below all the trips of 24 hours or longer that you have taken outside United States of America during the last 5 years. Start with the most recent trip and work backward. So basically, they ask you to provide information about your trip. So you provide information about your more recent trip first. So let's say you went to Mexico, or you went to France, or from what day, let's say you went to France from January 1st to January 22nd. Then you're gonna put it here. The day you left the country, January 1st, you return January 22nd. And then did your trip last 6 months or more? If it's yes, you check yes. If it's no, you check no. Which country to which you travel? So you say France, right? You put France over here. Total days outside the United States of America. So from January 1st to January 22nd, probably like 21 days. So you're gonna provide over here, okay? So and then you walk back, or you walk, and then your second or your previous trip, and then you know so if you, let's say it's five trips, provide information all the five trips on you, uh, information about all those on five trips, okay? And then I think today we're gonna stop here, and the next week we're gonna continue with part 10, which is information about your marital history.
That's it for today's video. I hope you guys love and learn something from it. If you know somebody who needs to watch this video, please share with that person. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more video like this one, all you gotta do is subscribe. Once again, my name is John. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.